Introduction to Generative AI Applications. Hello and a warm welcome to everyone. My name is Robin and I bring with me over 18 years of experience in the IT industry. Over the course of my career, I've had the privilege of working in multiple roles: project manager, release manager, engineering manager, global delivery manager, while collaborating with some of the biggest names in the software world. Today, I'm going to walk you through a fascinating topic that is revolutionizing the way we live, work, and create, which is generative AI applications. Now, why should we talk about generative AI? Let me tell you, generative AI is not just a buzzword. It is rapidly transforming industries and opening doors to endless possibilities. From retail, healthcare, tourism, and education, all the way to entertainment, manufacturing, and software development, you name it. Generative AI is there, playing a role, solving problems, and even creating new markets. Companies across the globe are actively looking for experts who can build and optimize AI models. Why? Because these models enhance user experiences, automate repetitive tasks, and spark innovation. And that's where the opportunity lies for professionals like you and me. So if you're wondering whether now is the right time to learn about generative AI, the answer is a big yes. What you'll learn today. By the end of this recording, you will be able to understand what generative AI is and how it has evolved, differentiate between discriminative AI and generative AI, recognize the power of frameworks like LangChain in building generative AI applications, explore different language models and how to choose the right one for your use case. So let's dive in. Let's start with the understanding of AI. Now, there are two major approaches in AI: discriminative AI and generative AI. Let's dive in detail. Discriminative AI. This is the classifier. It focuses on distinguishing between categories of data. Example, think about your email inbox. You have a spam filter that decides if a message is spam or not spam. That's discriminative AI at work. It's excellent at analyzing, predicting, and labeling. But here's the catch. Discriminative AI cannot create new content or understand deeper context. Example, ask discriminative AI, is this a car or a bike after posting in photo? You can see the difference. Yes, it will, because it mirrors our analytical skills. Generative AI now comes the creator. Generative AI goes beyond classification. It learns the hidden patterns of data and generates new content. You give it a prompt, maybe text, an image, or even an audio clip. It produces something new: text, pictures, code, music, or even videos. Example, ask generative AI, draw me a picture of a car parked next to a bike. See the difference? Generative AI mimics our creative skills. How generative AI works. Generative AI is powered by deep learning. These are neural networks modeled after the human brain, trained on massive datasets to recognize and replicate patterns. Its creative power comes from four main models: GANs, Generative Adversarial Networks, VAEs, Variational Autoencoders, Transformers, Diffusion Models. These are the building blocks of today's generative applications. And no, this isn't new. The story of generative AI began way back in the 1950s with machine learning. In the 1990s, neural networks pushed things forward. In the 2010s, deep learning exploded thanks to better computing and larger data sets. Then came the big breakthrough in 2014 when Ian Goodfellow introduced GANs. That innovation opened the floodgates to everything we see today, from transformers to foundation models like GPT and DALL. Breaking down the models. In details. What is a GAN, Generative Adversarial Network? It has two parts: generator and discriminator. Generator creates fake data, like fake images, fake text. Discriminator checks if the data is real or fake. Think of it as a game. The generator is like a student forging paintings. The discriminator is like an art teacher spotting fakes. Over time, the student gets so good that the teacher can't tell the difference. Real-world uses. Create realistic human faces that don't exist. Generate artwork and music. Power deepfake videos. Enhance low-quality images. Generative adversarial networks proved AI could not only analyze data, but also create it. What is a VAE? The variational autoencoder is like a smart copy machine. It has two main parts, encoder and dector. Encoder compresses input into a hidden code, latent space. Decoder reconstructs or generates new outputs from that code. What makes it special? Randomness. Instead of one fixed code, VAEs add variation, which allows them to generate new but realistic versions. Real-world use cases. Generate new handwriting styles. Create unique faces. Design molecules for drug discovery. Compose music. Very artificial intelligence systems are stable, explainable, and excellent when you need both generation and understanding. What is a transformer? Transformers are the super brains behind tools like Chat GPT, BERT, and Google Translate. Their secret sauce? Attention mechanism. This means they focus on the most important words in a sequence to understand meaning. Example. In the sentence, "The dog sat on the mat because it was tired," the transformer knows that "it" refers to the dog, not the mat. Transformers can handle long texts, multitask across domains, and create outputs like stories, translations, or even images. What is a diffusion model? Diffusion models start with random noise and gradually turn it into something meaningful. Think of it like cleaning a foggy window. At first, you see nothing but blur. Slowly, you wipe away the fog. Eventually, a clear picture emerges. Real-world use cases. Stable diffusion and mid-journey for image generation. Music and video creation. 3D object design. Diffusion models are popular because they generate high-quality, realistic results. What is foundation and large language models? Now, let's connect the dots. Foundation models are broad, general-purpose systems trained on massive datasets. They can then be fine-tuned for specialized tasks. In 2018, OpenAI introduced the first GPT, Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Later versions like GPT-3 and GPT-4 changed the game. Google built Palm, and Meta launched Llama. For images, we have Stable Diffusion and DALL. For video, there's Synthesia. For coding, tools like Copilot and AlphaCode. Real-world impact. Today, generative AI is everywhere. For text, Chat GPT, Gemini are used. For images, DALL, Midjourney are used. For video, Synthesia is used. For code, GitHub Copilot, AlphaCode are used. According to McKinsey, generative AI could add trillions of dollars to the global economy. It's reshaping industries, boosting productivity, and augmenting human creativity like never before. Recognize the power of frameworks like LangChain in building generative AI applications. Frameworks like LangChain are powerful because they make it much easier to build generative AI applications by connecting large language models, LLMs, with the tools, data, and workflows they need. Here's a detailed summary of their power. 1. Simplifies development. Instead of writing complex code to connect AI models with data sources or APIs, LangChain provides ready-to-use building blocks. This helps developers move faster. 2. Prompt engineering support. It helps design, manage, and optimize prompts, making interactions with AI models more reliable and effective. 3. Data integration. LangChain allows LLMs to connect with external knowledge bases, documents, and databases, so applications can use real-world data instead of only what the model already knows. Fourth, chaining capabilities. Developers can link multiple steps, prompts, tools, APIs, or models together into chains, which enables more complex reasoning and workflows. Fifth, memory handling. LangChain gives AI applications the ability to remember past interactions, making them more context-aware and personalized. Sixth, flexibility. It supports different models and providers, OpenAI, Anthropic, Hugging Face, etc., so developers can choose the one that fits their needs best. 7. Easier prototyping to production. LangChain is designed to go from small experiments to full applications quickly, which is essential in today's fast-moving AI world. In short, LangChain empowers developers to build smarter, more connected, and more useful AI applications by reducing complexity, supporting advanced features like memory and chaining, and speeding up the path from idea to deployment. Explore different language models and how to choose the right one for your use case. Types of language models: GPT models, instruction-tuned models, open-source LLMs, domain-specific models, multimodal models, small or edge models. Let's talk about GPT models, generative pre-trained transformers. The examples for GPT models are GPT 3.5, GPT-4, Claude, Gemini. The GPT model's strength is excellent at text generation, reasoning, summarization, and conversation. Best for chatbots, virtual assistants, creative writing, brainstorming, knowledge, Q&A. Let's talk about next model, which is instruction-tuned models. The examples of instruction-tuned models are GPT-4-Turbo, LLAMA-2-Chat, Mistral-Instruct. Strengths of instruction-tuned model is fine-tuned to follow user instructions more accurately. Best for customer support, tutoring, guided workflows, content creation. Let's discuss about open-source LLMs. The examples are Llama, Falcon, Mistral, BLOOM. The strength of open-source LLMs are free to customize, can run locally for privacy and cost control. Best for companies needing custom training, offline/private AI apps, research. Let's discuss about domain-specific models. The examples are BioGPT, medicine, FinBERT, finance, LegalBERT, law. And the strengths are trained on industry-specific data for higher accuracy. Best for specialized applications like healthcare diagnostics, fraud detection, legal document review. Let's talk about multimodal models. The examples are GPT-4 with Vision, Gemini, LLAVA. The strengths of multimodal models are they can process text plus images and sometimes audio-video together. Best for image captioning, visual question answering, creative AI tools. Let's discuss about small or edge models. The examples are DistillBERT, TinyLLama, Alpaca. The strengths of smaller edge models are lightweight, fast, can run on mobile/edge devices, best for on-device assistance, IoT, apps where cost and speed matter. How to choose the right model one. Define your goal. Do you need chatting, summarization, coding, or domain-specific reasoning? Choose general-purpose models for broad tasks, domain-specific for niche needs. 2. Balance cost versus quality. Big models, GPT-4, Claude Opus, equals high quality but expensive. Smaller models, GPT 3.5, Mistral, now cheaper, faster, but less deep reasoning. Third, consider privacy and control use. Open source docs local models if data privacy is critical. Use cloud-based models if scalability and frequent updates are more important. Fourth, check speed and scalability. Lightweight models for real-time apps, like chat on mobile. Large models for deep reasoning or analysis, like research tools. Fifth, look at multimodality. If your app needs to handle text plus images or other media, go for multimodal models. Sixth, experiment and evaluate. Often, the best way is to try a few models with your data and compare accuracy, cost, and response time. In short, big general models, GPT-4, Claude, great for high-quality, broad tasks. Smaller, faster models, GPT 3.5, Mistral, best for cost-effective apps. Domain-specific models, best when accuracy in one industry really matters. Open-source models, best if you need privacy, customization, or offline use. How to learn and succeed. Here's my advice. Watch these recordings more than once to cement the knowledge. Take notes and revisit concepts. Practice with free tools like Chat GPT and Stable Diffusion. Don't rush to spend lakhs on expensive courses. Build your fundamentals strong, then experiment. Final note, generative AI combines the analytical strength of traditional AI with the creative abilities of humans. It doesn't just help us make better decisions, it helps us imagine and create entirely new things. So as you begin this journey into generative AI applications, remember this. The future belongs to those who can combine curiosity with creativity and knowledge with practice. Thank you so much for listening. If you found this session helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel. There are many more exciting topics coming up in the days ahead. Your support is very important for my channel to grow, so please until then, keep learning, keep experimenting, and stay curious.